jobs and they raise their own money and get there, and they set up the whole flights. They set up where they're going to go, the buses, the flights. Flight like today from Madison, Wisconsin will come in the morning and leave in the afternoon, and we'll get them around to every monument we can within reasonable time. Every city in this country has got veterans in it, I guarantee it. Go up and say thank you and just tell them how much you appreciate them.
The Edge at 11 starts now.
I will never travel again. If I travel again, it'll be I will drive, because I don't trust any airports. I don't trust any of this stuff anymore. I have totally lost faith in whatever it is, the system.
Tonight on The Edge, flyers are fed up as cancellations and delays pile up at airports across the country. Now today, there's been thousands of thrown off track, even with the feds inching closer to a deal to end the longest running government shutdown ever. Travelers at Detroit Metro Airport are still nervous. That's where we find Fox 2's Dave Kinchin tonight. Last time we checked in, Dave, you were kind of scoping the outside of the airport situation. What's it like out there right now?
Yeah, doing the same thing, kind of making the rounds, almost like we're an Uber crew or something like that. Take a look, and you can see beyond this Michigan Flyer bus here, it's actually pretty empty. The drop-off zone here, Delta, moving all the way down here at the McNamara terminal. And, you know, inside pretty empty, but for the folks who were making their way in for a late flight, a little bit of nervousness as they've been checking to make sure everything is the way it should be before they can get out to the friendly skies, if that's even possible, with more than 1,200 flights canceled in the last day. That's around the country, and nationally about 2,000 flights around the country delayed. We do have some DTW stats today. There were 122 delays, down from 300 yesterday, so that's an improvement. 50 cancellations, down from 110, and we've been talking with travelers who say they're faring as best as they can. Listen in.
I was nervous on Sunday, I'm not gonna lie. I was like emailing my travel lady, I'm like, what do I do? And then the next morning I'm like, nope, it's not gonna affect us, and it hasn't, so we're very lucky. Yeah, very happy.
I wasn't sure if I would be able to get home, but we planned this trip. I came to see my daughter, and I wasn't going to miss it, so getting out here was a breeze, but as all of the delays and the shutdown have carried on, it's been nerve-wracking. Yeah, I think last night my flight that I'm taking tonight was the only one that wasn't canceled or delayed yesterday, so yeah.
Sigh of relief.
Yes.
Breaking right now in Rochester, fire crews battling a massive fire near a storage facility. This is happening near the intersection of Avon and John R. You can see smoke pouring from the building. We're working to find out if this is at a storage facility or nearby. Stay with Fox 2 for the latest. Some state lawmakers looking to crack down on creatine. They say weight loss and muscle building supplements need more regulation. Now they plan to take it one step further by attempting to ban those products for minors. Fox 2's Dave Spencer joining us now to explain. And Dave, you were saying that a lot of these packages and the names and stuff is geared right towards kids.
Yeah, that seems to be the trend, at least as of lately. So what's happening here is that nobody really knows what's in those supplements that you were talking about, whether it's weight loss or weight gain. And that's got the attention of some state lawmakers and also some medical experts that we spoke with who say that if we don't know what's in them, then kids at least under the age of 18 shouldn't be allowed to buy them until they are adults. Just a few days ago, State Rep Aaron Burns from Dearborn introduced what is called the Weight Loss Product and Minor Act in Lansing. Essentially, this would give power to the Board of Pharmacy. That would determine what products, either weight loss or muscle gain, should be kept out of the hands of minors. It even goes a step further, saying that the same board can say that certain products will require an ID proving that you are an adult before selling them. The danger, according to Representative Burns, is that these products are not regulated enough, meaning we don't know what is in them. We also spoke with a doctor, Amy Somerset, a certified obesity physician with a Detroit Medical Center, who says she gets questions from patients all the time about weight loss pills and supports this legislation.
I think that we are misleading people into thinking that these things are safe and marketing them as safe ingredients when you don't know the quality, you don't know the dose, you don't know the purity of what you're getting. So without a regulation, you can't really say any of these are safe.
And that's not to say that all of these products are bad. In fact, I asked her about creatine, and she said creatine, if used properly, can be a useful tool in building muscle. The problem is that these kids really don't know how much is a useful tool. So the best advice she gave is to talk with your child, first of all, and then talk with the physician. Let them know your plans to maybe start some of these products and then get on a program. Again, if this law does pass, though, that adult would eventually have to buy the products for their child. That's maybe not a bad thing. Then you can monitor the situation even closer. Of course, all of this does have to go through the process in Lansing. Right now, they say they have bipartisan support. Reporting live in Southfield, Dave Spencer on The Edge.
And Dave, you know this, you have kids. These companies work in lockstep with social media, so they're just constantly getting flooded. And these kids are thinking, oh, my favorite YouTuber is using these gummies, then it must be safe. That's not necessarily the case.
Yeah, that's 100% the marketing strategy being deployed here. And again, they are not regulated, so we don't know exactly what's in them. They're being treated almost like a food item when the state representative says they should be treated more like a drug, and that's what she's hoping to address with this legislation.
All right, Dave, good information for parents tonight. Thanks so much.
Today, to every veteran, we love our veterans. We say the words too often left unsaid. Thank you for your service. Thank you very much.
President Donald Trump paying tribute to veterans and fallen troops after taking part in a wreath-laying ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery. And in Detroit, a special ceremony today at the historic Elmwood Cemetery on the city's east side. It was part of several events across Metro Detroit honoring those who served. In Detroit, veterans in need of a helping hand could pick up a free lunch, clothes, and coats while also checking out a resource fair. They stopped by the Volunteers of America Michigan office on Milwaukee this afternoon. The annual event giving back to the veterans who need it most.
Sometimes you need a little assistance in life. And being a veteran, this is one of the organizations that can help you get that. You wouldn't ask for it.
A lot of people don't see the sacrifice that they made. I lived it. I know it. I seen it.
It's a lot of different sacrifices that people have made for us that we remember, but the one thing that I'd like to this day is remember is what can we do for that person that has given us this freedom that needs a little help now.
Former Red Wing Darren McCarty, who you heard from just there, teaming up with attorney Sam Bernstein and other organizations to make this event happen. Well, you may have noticed a different look to the edge at the bottom of your screen on the left. It's part of the Make Camo Your Cause campaign with U.S. vets. To learn more about the campaign or to donate, just scan the QR code right there on your screen. Fox 2 is proud to support the effort and prevent and end veteran homelessness, not just in Metro Detroit, but across the country as well. And earlier today in Royal Oak, a local Rosie the Riveter now immortalized in bronze. Take a look at Frances Morrow Masters standing next to the statue sculpted in her honor. The 103-year-old from New Baltimore was one of millions of so-called Rosies who worked in factories during World War II, making sure the men on the front lines had what they needed. A Ukrainian artist designed the statue showing Rosie using her rivet gun. Folks showing up to Memorial Park to see the sculpture for the first time, including our own Erica Francis.
I'm really thrilled to have that statue. I mean, me, little me, working the Willow Run. I said, first of all, I don't know if anybody knows that Marilyn Monroe was a Rosie. Did you know that? But they got her instead of me.
Tell me they got you instead of her.
Oh, there's nothing sweeter than those Rosies. 103, Rich.
You can see the pride right there.
Yeah.
Great job today. You know, it was brisk and chilly out there. I was in Troy this afternoon for a Veterans Day ceremony, and it was chilly. I had my tassel cap on. Let me show you why it's chilly. We have this flow from the north and west, and it's keeping us cloudy. We've had the breeze. Temperatures topping out only in the middle 30s today. You know, some of us this morning were in the lower 20s. Now, this weak system is off to our east, so we could see a couple of flurries tonight, perhaps a couple of sprinkles tomorrow. But look at this, 36 degrees. That's the high today, 23, the official morning low at Metro Airport. Right now, most of us between 30 and 35, and that breeze continues from the south and west. Look at these current wind chills right now, many of us in the mid to lower 20s. A lot of blue on the map. It's chilly for the Sioux, Chicago, Columbus, Ohio at 33 degrees. There is our weak system peeling away to the east. We have quiet weather for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, most of Saturday as well. And we're going to see a bit of a warm-up heading into the weekend. You'll see the numbers just ahead. 31 tonight, breezy again tomorrow, 44. And then we have a shot at 60 degrees on Saturday. Thursday and Friday both look dry. Jess, how about a full check starting at 4 a.m.?
All right, Rich, thanks so much. A Detroit gym teacher busted across state lines for allegedly trying to hook up with a teenager. Police say the suspect traveled to Ohio to prey on the girl, but ended up in handcuffs instead.
What'd you think of that mugshot? You look crazy.
You're looking at 31-year-old Jacob Suter. His resume, big-time kicker at Bowling Green State University, gym teacher, and now accused sex offender. Most recently, he worked here at Mumford High School in Detroit, across the street from Kim's house. This grandma thinks it's all disgusting.
He should be thrown under, they always say under the bus, in jail, whoever. It's crazy. And I got an 8-year-old, I got 7 grandkids, and I just can't deal with this, the things that some of these teachers do.
Per police, Suter thought he was talking to a teen girl who he offered to pay $60 for oral sex in his hometown of Maumee, Ohio, near Toledo. In the text exchange, he knew she was underage, vulgar in his words, but also said he'd, quote, pray for her.
Well, it's a good thing that they caught him when they did, because if it was one of mine, they wouldn't have to do nothing but call the morgue.
Police on their special operation moved in at their meetup spot in a parking lot. Big bond at first, $150,000, no 10%. It was lowered, and his dad bailed him out, literally.
My thing is, if he's out, he gonna do it again.
Now, Detroit Public Schools put Suter on administrative leave. They're also doing an internal investigation and said in a statement they are not aware of any additional alleged victims connected to Mumford High School.
They electrocuted me. They constantly touched me inappropriately.
A woman held hostage, now sharing her harrowing story. You'll likely recognize the man who stepped up to save her from the billboards that used to line our local highways. That's coming up on The Edge. Plus, a SWAT team runs into a strange sight. They find a suspect dangling from the ceiling. What tipped police off to follow his trail? Still ahead.